Hello everybody and welcome back to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. We've got our purple mystery box here. You're going to put some numbers in the top and see how they're transformed when they come out the bottom. From that information, and you'll get a chart to keep track of how they're transformed, you'll even get a graph which might help you. Your job is to figure out what is going on inside this mystery box. What's the math that's being done to these numbers? So if you'd like to take that challenge, you can find a link in the description where you can try this out on your own. You can get to this page and plug in as many numbers as you want until you think you know what's inside that mystery box. So give it a try, pause the video, and come on back when you've got it. All right, well, I'm going to try this. I'm going to start with a 0. Okay, when I put in a 0, I got a 0 out. What that tells me is we're probably not adding or subtracting something because it stayed the same. Maybe this is multiplication or division. Maybe it's a constant function. Maybe f of x always equals 0. We can test that by putting in another number. Let's try 1. So that is a negative 0.25. Interesting. Let's try a 4. And that is a negative 1. So it looks to me like it's taking positive numbers and turning them negative. So maybe we're multiplying by a negative number. So actually, let's test that. Let's put in a negative 1, because if it takes a negative of a negative, that should come out positive. Aha, yep. So a negative turns into a positive turns into a negative. Let me just try negative 4 as well. See how it pairs up with the other one. So negative 4 turns into 1. Okay, at this point, I think I have a good guess about what's happening. It looks to me like, it's taking the negative, right? It takes a positive, turns it into a negative, and negative, and turns it into a positive. And it also looks to me like it's dividing by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1, and then it makes it negative. And then 1 divided by 4 is 1/4, or 0.25, and then it makes it negative. So yeah, so if we were to write an equation for this, or a function for this, I think I might say something like f of x equals, and I could put x over 4. It's the same thing as 1/4 times x, but then it's negative. We're multiplying it by the negative 1/4, which is the same as dividing by a negative 4. So if this is right, let's pick a number that would be easy to tell. Let's put in an 8. So 8 times negative 1/4. So you're dividing the 8 by 4 and then taking the negative. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. So this should be a negative 2 out the bottom if this is right. So let's try that. Aha, negative 2. So that prediction is borne out. And at this point, I think we've got this. I do want to say you could, if you had decided this is a line, you could have read this from the line. And the way to do that is to notice that the y-intercept is here at 0. So we won't have any y-intercept. So y equals something times x. That something is the slope, and we can just maybe start at this point. And let's see, to get to that point, we'd have to go down 1. So that's a run of negative 1. Sorry, a rise of negative 1. And then we have to go over 4. So that our slope would be negative 1/4. And that's exactly what we got here. All right, let's make sure that we were actually right here. Let's reveal. And there it is, f of x equals negative 1/4 x. And let's go ahead and draw the graph for that too. Very nice. All right, well, how did that go for you? Was this a difficult one, or did you see it right away? And did you come up with your function by looking at the slope of the line that seemed to be being graphed, or by reading the numbers? I'm curious. Thanks, everybody.